What's going on, guys? Really excited to bring you guys this video. We're going to be starting the dungeons, and this is my Smurf. You'll notice how I have 2,000 might. We're going to use them to use on the early dungeons, because right now we're starting at the very first dungeon, Dungeon 1 A1, I'm going to call it. So here goes. Pumpkinduke's going to handle this one alone. He can handle it. YFY, by the way, guys, is the guy that I'm sharing this account with. I was mentioning that in another video. You guys should really find someone you trust and do it, because it's really cool. You get their ideas mixed with your ideas, and it's kind of interesting the things you learn on how people will do things differently. I know we feel like there's one properly written way almost to play this game, but you know, it's always interesting to have other people's input when you're making those little decisions that you don't think are very important. So yeah, that's kind of cool. If you notice the numbers and the letters at the top right corner, B1, A1, F7, G4, okay, what those mean and what those are for is anything underneath that river that goes down on that little map there, that's going to be labeled as A, and anything above that river is going to be labeled as B. It's going to go in chronological order from left to right. It's just a better way, I think, to kind of put everything in a fair order, an easy way to articulate for people to just go and be like, okay, this one's this. Because when you go in there and you're trying to explain things that aren't skulls, it's kind of impossible. There's no real nice clean order to it. So this way I can write it down, it'll be nice and clear, and everyone should be able to handle it without any hassle. At least that's what I'm hoping. So yeah, first we're going to go and cover all the B's that are up top, and then we're going to go for those A's. Until we get to that center point where they kind of meet up to the B, you'll kind of see how it is. In this video, this is the first one, we're going to be covering probably 5, maybe 6. So after that, on some of the longer dungeons, we may not be able to do as many, and we might have to do some more in depth. So the skull dungeons especially, there's a lot of different ways to do them. There's a way to do them at different levels. There's if you want to 50% them or 100% them. If you just want to just eke by them so that you can get to some of the higher dungeons. There's a lot of different ways to do dungeons at different levels. So we'll try and cover most of the formats that you would on those particular dungeons that are sticky like that. And if anyone's having any problem on any specific dungeon, let me know on these videos before that one comes up. Hopefully I'll have a set of heroes on one of my accounts that is similar to the ones that you have, so I can try and brainstorm a way to get through it. I don't have an SM, so you're not going to have to worry about any of my videos having a Spirit Mage, and that's going to be what's getting me through a dungeon, like one of the higher ones in like the Dungeon 8, Dungeon 7, things like that. You're going to be able to see how to get through it with heroes that you can actually acquire without having to pay. So I think that should help a lot of you guys out, and it doesn't leave any of the crowd out. Now, when I say these things, some people might take this as like anti-pay-to-play, but I think pay-to-play and free-to-play are both really important to having a game like this. Like, you need free-to-play and you need pay-to-play. It's how it builds a game like this. On another note, I remember reading someone post in the forums, and they were talking about how they wish they were looking for a list where they could see all the experience that all the dungeons gave, their shards, blah blah blah, just like a written down thing where they can read that, and there really isn't anything like that existing right now. So I kind of plan on creating that. So I've written down the experience that you get from every single dungeon, and with these numbers I'll be able to make a list in the description and at the end of the video that labels them all nice and neatly for you guys, so you'll be able to see which dungeon gives how much experience or how much gold. So it makes surfing through them when you're looking for a random dungeon a lot easier. Alright guys, thanks for watching my video. I would really like it if you guys subscribed, dropped a like on this video, maybe shared it with a friend or two. Just starting out, so every little bit really does help. And I hate preaching like this because, I don't know, it's just one of those things really grinds on me, but the only way to grow is to really, ask for it, see if people will help you out, and maybe you'll get there. Alright guys, see you in the next video.